The United States of America, a nation built on ideals of freedom, opportunity, and self-government. From its humble beginnings as a collection of colonies clinging to the Atlantic coast, the U.S. has grown into a global superpower. Its story is one of triumph and tragedy, of innovation and struggle. Through centuries of change, the American spirit has endured, shaping a nation that continues to evolve and redefine itself. This essay will journey through the major periods of American history, exploring the people, events, and ideas that have shaped the nation. From the first inhabitants to the present day, we will witness the unfolding of a national narrative unlike any other. Join us as we uncover the rich tapestry of American history. Long before European explorers set foot on American soil, a vibrant tapestry of cultures thrived across the continent. For thousands of years, Native American tribes hunted, farmed, and built sophisticated societies. From the Pueblo peoples of the Southwest to the Iroquois Confederacy of the Northeast, these diverse groups developed unique languages, traditions, and spiritual beliefs. They lived in harmony with nature, viewing the land as sacred and interconnected. These first Americans left an indelible mark on the land, shaping its ecology and leaving behind a legacy of art, storytelling, and cultural richness. Their story is an essential prelude to understanding the complex history of the United States. The arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1492 marked the beginning of a new era in the Americas. Driven by dreams of gold, land, and religious freedom, European powers, England, France, Spain, and the Netherlands, established colonies along the Atlantic coast. The English colonies, with their focus on agriculture and trade, would eventually become the foundation of the United States. Life in the colonies was harsh, with settlers facing disease, conflict with Native Americans, and the challenges of building a new society. Yet, from these struggles emerged a spirit of independence and self-reliance. Colonists began to develop their own governments and economies, laying the groundwork for a future break from European control. The seeds of a new nation were sown. As the 18th century progressed, tensions grew between Great Britain and its American colonies. Issues of taxation without representation, restrictions on trade, and British military presence fueled colonial resentment. Inspired by Enlightenment ideals of liberty and self-government, colonists began to question British rule. In 1775, the simmering conflict erupted into armed rebellion. Led by George Washington, the Continental Army fought for independence against the mighty British Empire. The Declaration of Independence, penned by Thomas Jefferson, boldly proclaimed the colony's right to self-determination. After a long and bloody war, the colonists emerged victorious, securing their freedom and establishing the United States of America. Section 5. Building a Nation, the Early Republic. The newly independent nation faced the daunting task of building a government from scratch, a challenge that required vision, determination, and unity. The Articles of Confederation, the first attempt at a national government, proved too weak to effectively govern the fledgling nation, leading to widespread issues and inefficiencies. In 1787, delegates convened at the Constitutional Convention to address these weaknesses and create a more robust framework for governance. After months of intense debate and compromise, they drafted the United States Constitution, a remarkable document that established a system of checks and balances and guaranteed basic rights for all citizens. George Washington, hailed as the father of his country, became the first president, setting many precedents for future leaders. The young nation faced numerous challenges, but under the visionary leadership of its founding fathers, it navigated the turbulent waters of early nationhood and established a strong foundation for future growth and prosperity. Section 6. A Nation Divided, Slavery and Sectionalism. Despite its ideals of liberty and equality, the United States grappled with the institution of slavery from its inception. Slavery, deeply entrenched in the Southern economy, created a stark moral and political divide. As the nation expanded westward, the question of slavery in new territories ignited fierce debates. Abolitionists, led by figures like Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman, condemned slavery as a moral abomination and fought tirelessly for its abolition. Southern states, economically and culturally tied to slavery, defended it as a necessary institution. The issue of slavery would continue to fester, pushing the nation closer to the brink of disunion. Section 7. Civil War and Reconstruction, the nation tested. In 1860, the election of Abraham Lincoln, a staunch opponent of slavery, ignited the secession of Southern states and the outbreak of the Civil War. The nation was divided, brother fighting brother in a bloody conflict that would test the very fabric of American democracy. Lincoln, with his unwavering belief in the Union, led the North to victory. The Civil War resulted in the abolition of slavery and the preservation of the Union. Reconstruction, the period following the war, aimed to rebuild the South and integrate formerly enslaved people into society. However, Reconstruction efforts were met with resistance, and the legacy of slavery continued to cast a long shadow over the nation. Section 8. Industrial Powerhouse, the Rise of Modern America. The late 19th century witnessed a period of unprecedented industrial growth and technological advancement in the United States. The rise of railroads, factories, and mass production transformed the nation into an economic powerhouse. Cities swelled with immigrants seeking new opportunities, and the American West was rapidly settled. However, this era of progress also produced stark inequalities. Industrialists amassed vast fortunes, while many workers labored in dangerous conditions for meager wages. Labor unions emerged to fight for workers' rights, and progressive reformers sought to address social ills. The United States was evolving into a modern industrial nation, grappling with the challenges and opportunities that came with it. Section 9. Global Power, World Wars, and the Great Depression. The 20th century ushered in an era of unprecedented global conflict and economic upheaval, reshaping nations and societies. The United States, once hesitant to intervene in international affairs, emerged as a major player on the world stage, influencing global politics and conflicts. In World War I, the nation joined the Allied powers in their fight against Germany and its allies, marking a significant shift in its foreign policy. Following the war, the Roaring Twenties brought a period of economic prosperity and cultural dynamism, characterized by rapid industrial growth and social change. Jazz music filled the airwaves, becoming the soundtrack of a generation, while flapper dresses symbolized the changing roles of women, who were beginning to assert their independence and challenge traditional norms. A sense of optimism and excitement pervaded American society as people embraced new technologies and cultural shifts. However, this era of prosperity came to a crashing halt with the onset of the Great Depression, a period of severe economic hardship. The stock market crash of 1929 plunged the nation into its worst economic crisis. Unemployment soared, breadlines grew longer, and businesses shuttered. A sense of despair and uncertainty gripped the nation as people struggled to make ends meet and find hope in dire times. The Great Depression would have a profound impact on American society, altering the course of the nation's history and its economic policies. This crisis led to significant government intervention in the economy, with programs designed to provide relief and stimulate recovery. It also prompted a reassessment of capitalist ideals, leading to lasting economic reforms and a new understanding of the role of government in society. Section 10. Cold War and Civil Rights, a Nation in Flux. World War II, sparked by the aggressive rise of Nazi Germany, propelled the United States back onto the global stage as a dominant force. Following the hard-fought Allied victory, the world entered a new era of geopolitical tension known as the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union, once wartime allies, became locked in a prolonged ideological struggle that shaped global politics for decades to come. Domestically, the United States grappled with its own internal struggles, particularly in the realm of civil rights and social justice. The civil rights movement, led by courageous and visionary activists like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks, challenged the deeply entrenched segregation and discrimination against African Americans. Through peaceful protests, acts of civil disobedience, and unwavering determination, they fought tirelessly for equal rights and opportunities for all. The civil rights movement marked a significant turning point in American history, ushering in an era of greater equality and social justice, and leaving a lasting legacy on the nation. Section 11. The Modern Era, Challenges and Triumphs. The late 20th and early 21st centuries have witnessed rapid technological advancements, globalization, and ongoing social and political change. The United States has remained a dominant force in global affairs, navigating the complexities of the post-Cold War world. From the fall of the Berlin Wall to the rise of terrorism, from the digital revolution to the ongoing fight for climate action, the United States continues to face new challenges and opportunities. Its history, though marked by both progress and setbacks, serves as a constant reminder of the enduring power of human spirit and the constant pursuit of a more perfect union.